Hello,
Hello, everyone.
hello.
We
Hello,
are
everyone.
live.
Hello.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Jai Shri Krishna. I am your host today. My name is Jimmy Hingu. I am from Chicago, USA, and originally from Vadodara, Gujarat. And we are sincerely sorry and apologize for delay. We just had some technical issue, but we are here. So with everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. So last week we talked about why many people quit before they see results. Tonight we want to talk about another topic that is often misunderstood. Many people hear about online income and immediately think about freedom. Our topic is online income is not about working less first. So when I said that, freedom to travel, freedom to work from anywhere, freedom to spend more time with family. And while those things can be possible, what many people don't see is the work that happens first. The truth is that freedom is usually built before it is experienced. Most successful people spend time learning, growing, and developing skills before they enjoy more flexibility, which is true. Tonight, each of us will share a different perspective on this topic and hopefully help separate myths from reality. So, without any further delay, let's begin. Over to you, Malu.
Yes, I like the applause. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us again tonight, or today, or this morning, whatever time this live is coming to you. Thank you, Jimmy. So, what's the topic? The topic is online income is not about working less. So, what's the truth about that? One of let's just say truth is the myth of easy money. So what does that mean? Everybody wants easy money, right? So one of the biggest myths, I believe, but before I go, my name is Malu and I'm from Alberta, Canada, originally from Philippines. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. I am a mom of three, a full-time admin manager, and I'm working alongside as part-time digital business. So I believe that many people still, they when they see the online income, they thought it's an easy income because we when we scroll through this social media, we often so many things, it's sometimes it's overwhelming, right? We see so many highlights. People are celebrating their wins, they are posting their income, or their, the screenshot of 5 digits, 6 digits, all these things that we see. And we also see the vacations, the freedom, and so many success stories, which I think it's not bad, right? But what we don't always see are the early mornings, the late nights, the learning curves, the self doubt, the self pity, the self whatever sabotaging, whatever that you can call it, and also the consistency that's happening behind this the scene. So, speaking from my own experience as a wife, a mom of three, and a full time employee, and someone who's building alongside all of this multiple responsibilities, right? And I can tell you that success doesn't happen overnight. I remember last time when we had the live again, Lois mentioned about the tree, that when you plant a tree, it doesn't, you don't have the fruits the next day, right? You have to like wait, you have to be patient. It doesn't happen overnight. Success doesn't happen overnight. So there are times when I felt overwhelmed, and there were moments that I questioned myself. Will I be able to do this? Am I able to, still spend time with my family? So there were days where I wondered if all the efforts would be worth it. But what kept me going was understanding that growth is a process. So every new skill that we learn, every challenge, every mistakes, whatever that you could call it, it made us, it helped us become a better person. It helps us become a better version of ourselves. Even the successful ones, the even the scientists or whoever had, they all start from making mistakes. They all start from experimenting, the trial and error, right? So there will always be challenges, setbacks, and there will be always moments that the progress feels very slow, right? So, but that doesn't mean that you're failing. It means that you're growing. So, I've learned that when we stop looking for quick results, because I know everybody wants quick results, right? When we stop looking for quick results, we start focusing on the consistent action and everything will change. So, success becomes less about luck and it's more about commitment. It's more of becoming intentional. You wake up in the morning, um, before Malu was like, I wake up and I'm like, oh, again. But this time, when I joined this online business, I know I have that purpose. Like I wake up with a purpose, with an intention, right? You feel more inspired and you feel more motivated. So less about perfection, as they said. You have to focus on progress over perfection, as they say. Yeah. So having realistic expectation allows us to stay in the game longer. We appreciate the small things. We tend to be more grateful, and then we continue to just move forward when nobody's watching. And often these small daily actions create big results. So if you're just starting your journey, never compare yourself with others, because we all have our own story, right? So Mike and Darren said comparison steals joy or happiness. So we just have to be, you stay committed, you just have to keep learning, have that open-minded, trust the process, as they say. And then, because the people who succeed are not always the fastest, and many times the there's the simply the ones who are refusing to give up. They're the ones who will definitely achieve their goals. And that's all about me, Jimmy. Thank you. Back to
Wow,
you.
awesome, very nice, Malu. I can relate that, and you're so true. Success does not happen overnight, so you have to be consistent and just keep moving forward. And that's what it takes you. These successful people, yes, we see the name, any career, any celebrity career, they have reached that level. We see that, but it was a struggle for them. So stay tight. This is very good. Let's move on to next. Our mentee, Miss Katie.
You're muted, Ketty. You might want to
Unmute,
yourself.
please.
Hi everyone. Sorry for this. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you everyone who are watching us. My name is Katie. I am a wife. I am a mom of two beautiful daughters. I am from Albania and I'm living in New York, USA. So yeah, my topic for today is learning comes before earning. So one thing I've learned on my journey is that learning becomes comes before earning. So when we think about any profession, people don't start at the top. Doctors spend years studying. Engineers develop skills before they build anything. So the same is true in business, right? Uh, when I first started, I wanted results right away, but I quickly realized that success isn't just about what you earn; it's about who you become in the process. So I had to learn new skills, step outside of my comfort zone, learn how to communicate better, build confidence, and grow personally. Many people quit too soon because they think learning means you're not making progress, but learning is progress, right? So every training that you attend, every book you read, every mistake you learn from, and every new skill you develop is preparing you for the next level. So if you're in a season of learning right now, don't get discouraged. Be patient with yourself, keep showing up, keep growing, because the skills you're building today create opportunities for tomorrow, and the person you're becoming is your greatest assets. Learning before earning is not a setback, it's just the foundation of for lasting success. This is all about for me. Back to you, Jimmy.
Thank you so much, Katie. Very, very nicely, you shared your thoughts and your experience. I like it that learning is a process, and it takes you to the level it progress. Like we need to be skillable in anything we do. Just like for any profession, same thing applies to business as well. Absolutely. So let's move on to over to you, Eileen.
Yes, thank you, Jeannie. And yeah, hello everyone. Let me introduce also again myself. I'm Eileen. I'm originally from Manila, Philippines, and now I'm living here in North Carolina, USA. It's been more than 6 years now. I'm a full-time registered nurse. So tonight, I'm going to talk about building systems takes time. So before I don't know what is it. Now, what does it mean? When people hear about automation, they sometimes think everything, happens automatically from day one. But the truth is, automation is something that gets built over time. And before a system can work smoothly, someone, of course, has to learn it, understand it, and put things all together. And I also want to, compare it into building a house. Nobody moves into a house before the foundation is built. So the same thing happens in business. Let me also tell you, one of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting instant results before the business or they just started. And think about it. Every successful business or career did not happen overnight. Like what I did in my nursing journey. I studied, I took board exam, I gained experience, and now I'm beginning or building the another journey into my life, this digital business, which I know the success will not happen really overnight. How I wish, but it's not. So, and furthermore, the work we do today can create more flexibility later. And that's why patience is so important. Sometimes the effort is happening behind the scenes before anyone can see the result. So, if you are impatient today, just remember, as we always actually hear from our coaches, seeds don't become trees overnight. Keep building, keep learning, and trust the process. Okay, and yes, building systems takes time, but the rewards are worth the wait. Okay, so thank you all, and back to you, Jeannie. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you, Eileen. Yes, you are so true. Build your foundation first. And yes, it takes time. Just be patient and yeah, keep continuing, keep learning. Very nice. Very good. Let's move on to our next mentor, Louise. Welcome, Louise.
Okay, thank you so much, Jimmy. Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. Habari zenyu, Waafrika wenzangu, karibu mtusikize, tueleze mambo kuhusu hii biashara tunayofanya, na leo tunaongelelea mambo kuhusu flexibility. So, I'm Lois, originally from Kenya, currently living in Oregon, USA, together with my family, and I'm a legal assistant by profession and a digital business owner. And today I'm going to talk about what really flexibility is about, because we all have different meaning of what flexibility is about. And for me, flexibility is something different. I know most people think that flexibility is about having more time, having more free time, and but this is more than just that. And I want to tell you something that I've gained along the way, and that made me understand what flexibility is more. Because what I was looking for in life when I started this business, I was looking for flexibility. And I know people would say, I'm looking for more time. And I don't think there's a way you can earn more time because everybody has got 24 days. Nobody has got more than 24 days. But you can create more time. And how do you create more time? You create more time by having a flexible schedule and having more choices, choosing how you spend your day, choosing where you work and when you work, and choosing to do what matters to you most. And that is what is flexibility to me. And that is what I was looking for when I was jumping into this business. So don't think that when you're looking for flexibility, you're looking for more free time, because it's not that your day is going to have more hours. You just have to decide that you give priority to those things that really matter to you, and also be present for those people that are important to you. And I remember when I thought that I needed to change something in my life is because I was working two jobs. So it's one job back to back. And one day my daughter asked me, Mom, I would like to know the day that you're not working so that I can have a talk with you. And when I listened to what she was saying, I actually got into my mind is she's doing exactly what I do when I'm working, asking my supervisor for an appointment. And I asked myself, is my daughter trying to book an appointment with me? That means I'm not freely available for her. And so I have to make a choice that I am flexible enough to be present for her. And that's why I chose to do that. And also is having to do those things that really matter to you. You want to take a vacation, but there's a policy that says the longest you can take a vacation is 2 weeks. Is that time adequate enough? No. So for me, flexibility is having time for those things that really matter to me, being available for my loved ones, and not missing their important moments. Because I can imagine for us mothers who are having our children, they have their activities going on in school. They also have some other things that they really need to be with you, not generally the activities in school, but you're not there. And I can imagine how they feel, having put myself back the days when I was in school and I saw my mom missing an opportunity for me there. It made me feel bad. So I can imagine they also don't like that. So something else, what I was looking for is to reduce stress, because when you do not have a flexible schedule, that is, you have to clock in, you have to clock out, you do not, you have a lot of stress. Why? Because that means the minute you don't clock in, there is no pay. That is exactly what means. So what comes again? You end up being trapped in a schedule that you did not make for yourself. Somebody else decided this is going to be your time when you work, and this is the only place you can work. But the beauty of this business, I get to choose where I can work from. I don't have to go to one location, and that is the only place that I'm stationed to work. I can move anywhere else. And I want to tell you that when you have create that kind of a flexibility, you get to travel more, you get to pursue your personal goals, because you even ask yourself, how come I have so much time unlike when I was working? It's because even you get to enjoy doing whatever you're doing, unlike you had that kind of, what do I call, a cycle, that what you did, I have to wake up at 5 a.m., clock in at 8, clock out at 5, make dinner, clock in another job, do that. So you find yourself, you have no time. But now, when you have that flexibility, you have enough time, you build additional income, another strategy, another stream of income, like exactly what I'm doing, because that is helping me get another stream of income. Yes, even when I was doing two jobs, yeah, I had an extra stream of income, but at the expense of my loved ones and at the expense of my own body, because I was getting tired. It doesn't mean that this one doesn't make me tired, but the thing is, I get to do it when I want to do it and where I want to do it. So I don't have to sacrifice all my entire life building somebody else's dream. I'm building my own dream using my own flexibility the way I want it. So I want to tell you this. If you are out there and you're saying, I'm looking for something flexible, something that is convenient for me. I want to tell you, this is where you have to jump in. But we are not coercing you to do it. You have to make an informed choice. And that is it. So, at the end of the day, you have to remember flexibility isn't about working less, it's about having more control over your time, your choices, and the future of yourself and your loved ones. Back to you, Jimmy.
Excellent, Lois. Very nice. Thank you for sharing your experience. I can relate this one too. When my kids were in school, and yes, they wanted me to attend the field trip and be present for them. So yes, this is very, very, very thankful for your sharing and thoughts. And yes, we all have 24 hour a day. We have to choose wisely what matters the most, right? So be available for the family. Okay, we'll move on to Kristen.
Yeah,
Welcome.
hi. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Christine, originally from the Philippines, now living in Alberta, Canada. And my topic is like long term thinking. I think this is one of the most important things that we should develop is long term thinking. One thing that helps me stay motivated is like looking at the bigger picture. Many people focus on quick results, but meaningful change takes time. Every skill we learn, every lesson we gain, and every step we take today can create opportunities we don't see yet. Freedom, growth, and success are built little by little through consistent action. So we just have to keep learning, keep growing, and trust the process. Our efforts today can become tomorrow's blessings. So we just have to really stay patient, stay consistent, and the results will follow. So we should learn how to like think long term, not just now, and we'll focus on thinking about a bigger picture, like our future. Because yeah, just we always uh, we always hear this that success doesn't happen overnight, but it's really true. That should be what we're thinking all the time, that we should work for our success, and we should not be like uh, we should not make quick decisions, quick moves. We should learn to follow the process, and learning is very important. Yeah, that's all. Back to you,
Thank
Jimmy.
you, thank you, Christine. Very yes, that's true. Keep learning, keep growing. Right now, what we do, the hard work or whatever we put time right now, will show us later in life, and then we will be like thankful that yes, what we did was worth it. Beautiful sharing. Uh, Now we will move on to Loretta. Welcome, Loretta.
Yes, do you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. Yes, thank you. Hello, everyone. I am Loretta. I am originally Armenian Iranian, now living in USA, California. And here in USA, I am having an administrative job, and I am also an online business owner. So my topic is automation doesn't mean doing nothing. And this is a continuation to what Eileen explained, and I just want to add a little bit on it. So and then this is something that I personally experience. So many people think that online business really means doing nothing and working less, actually. But honestly, my experience was a kind of different. So in the beginning, there is a lot to learn, actually, and you have to learn the new skills. and you will see that your habit will change and you will face new challenges. And this all happens at the beginning of your journey in this online business. The early stages requires attention and effort. But what I have learned is that the purpose of automation is not to avoid work. We are not entering into online business in order to do nothing and get a lot of income. That is not possible. And no successful business will offer you something like do nothing and you will get rich. That doesn't exist. So let's forget that. The purpose of automation is to create more freedom over time, and that takes time actually. And when systems are built and processes become organized, flexibility starts to increase by time. So at that time, you have more choices. You can work from different places. You can organize your schedule differently. You can create a business that is not dependent on every minute of your daily actually life. So for me, that is the real power of automation. For me, automation is not the fact that people think and they think that they will do nothing and automation will work for them 100%. No. Automation means that the system will work for you, yes, but you have to take care of it and you have to look at it. But you will do that by creating more freedom for yourself in how, when, and where you work. And that is the real meaning of automation, that is giving us freedom of spending our life and our time the way that we wish, for doing whatever that we have always dreamed, to spend time with the loved ones, with the family, do travel, learn some new skill, and whatever that we have always dreamed and desired in our life, but couldn't make it happen because of the lack of time. Why? Because we are selling our time to generate income, and that is one of the biggest problems that I can say our generation and then the generation after us is facing nowadays in all over the world. And that's all from me, Jimmy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Loretta. This was great. And you are so true. This is so true that no business will offer you don't work and get rich. That is just so true saying, right? We all know that no business will do that. So you have to be putting your time, and yes, automation means that it just runs on your behalf, but you still have to take care of it. Awesome, everyone. Awesome, ladies. તો તમે જોયું આ બધા જ અમે મોમ છે અને બધા જ ડિફરન્ટ પ્લેસીસ કન્ટ્રીઝમાંથી કનેક્ટ થયા છે. તો કેટલું સરસ બધાનું એક્સપિરિયન્સ શેર કર્યું બધાએ. કેટલી સારી આ બધી આપણને નોલેજ મળી અને જાણકારી મળી. So this is great. Thank you everyone for sharing your thoughts, your experience tonight. And I think we all concluded that one message was very clear, that success does not happen overnight. So we all agree on that. And so it's with saying that, time freedom is not something that appears overnight, right? So it is built through learning. And learning is fun. It's we feel like, oh, it's going to be boring. No, these are all excuses that comes. But learning, when we learn, together, it's always fun. It's taking us to that growth. We're learning. We're building our skills. We're building our future, our dreams. So this is all good. Learning is not like something to fear about. Keep learning. Be consistent. Be patient and just grow, right? The freedom many people admire is often the results of work that nobody see. So, but we all have to do hard work behind it. It could be sometimes light, sometimes more. It all varies, but we have to put our effort, our mind, and stay positive. That's the key. So thank you for joining us tonight, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you, everyone. Bye now.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.